Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the...
Larry, the calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And their quarterback, well, everyone knows he's got height, standing at 6'6". They'll come out throwing here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Here's Thomas Rawls with his first carry. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The numbers for him from a week ago: 22 carries, 87 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
He'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. The ball still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And a glance at the tall signal caller, standing 6'6". They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw, and that'll be incomplete.
And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Hard throw, incomplete.
Now that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3-and-out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on third down to force the incompletion to set up fourth. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Thomas Rawls getting ready to go here on offense. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. On third down, it's Maxwell, and he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. Well, as an offense, you know, some drives you have it, some drives you don't. And this one looks like you don't.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, it was third and long. It was screaming for a pass. I think they tried to outguess him there with the running play. They didn't fool him at all.
Went in the wrong direction. Here's Britton Colquitt now, standing just outside his own goal line. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And they'll be set up with great field position as this is going to be touchdown right at the 40-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. Second down.
You know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So 2nd and 10 here. Here's Lacey. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He's got the first down inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First down and goal to go from the 7. They'll try to pound it in with Lacey. Lacey hit. He lost the football. It's out. And the Buccaneers have it. He's at the 50, the 40, 20, 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Seven yards to go on 2nd down.
Check.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. He'll drop to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Nash. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A gain of 6 there on first. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Thomas Rawls there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
2nd down following the incompletion. Back to throw here. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively a dime look. 6 DBs. Drop to throw. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And to give this time to the tailback. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On 3rd down, it's Maxwell, and he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Stopped short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So 1 quarter in the books on a cold December afternoon. 7-0 is our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There was absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's Nash. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And they give this time to the tailback. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. They're going to look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Newman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there and a Bengal first. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Bengals on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Let's go!
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He only has a single solo carry, 1, numero uno. Second quarter, they need to get him the ball more, don't they?
I'm not the greatest statistician in the world.
Yeah, you are.
But a back like that with only 1 carry kind of takes me back to college in the classroom. Not enough evidence to declare what you should do the rest of the game. Give him the ball some more and find out.
Will they incorporate him? We'll find out. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Incomplete. The Bucs on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. They'll look to throw here on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. They'll look to throw here, and that is incomplete. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16, and his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call...
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Thomas rolls his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run, making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle, no running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Around the NFL, we've got a 2nd quarter score. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They begin the drive with Lacey. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Again, it's Lacey. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Here we go. 38.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11. Now a 1st down carry. It's Lacey. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. 2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this 1st half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner.
Here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Now, the Bengals on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14.
Let's go. 1, 9.
Now back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up fourth. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. And we move our focus to Thomas Rawls. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Second and 5. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. The Bucs on third down. They've had good success. 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go. 3-19.
He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there. No return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report.
Thanks, Brandon. Thanks, Charles. And welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Bengals haven't played their best football and trail because of it. The Buccaneers have looked good on the road and will just try to keep the ball rolling in the second half. So here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Midway through the first, here we'll get a fumble on the return. Buccaneers pick up the football and score as they take a 7-0 lead. Buccaneers come out on 3rd and 4. The pass complete out of the gun. And he finds his mark for the score. That puts them up by 2 touchdowns. 1st and 10. Under pressure here, the ball is picked off. Floyd's reading the play and comes away with it, ending the drive. Offense out now following the interception. Maxwell's got it on the run, and he'll end up sprinting into the end zone. Bucs go up by 18. So that's it for us at the EA Sports Studio. We'll go back now to Cincinnati for the start of the second half.
This will be taken about the 12. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. And an update from the other NFL stadium in Ohio. That's up in Cleveland. The Patriots, they're out to an early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They start the second half with Lacey. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window. They've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game. When we talk with people about what we think the most important quality for an NFL quarterback to possess, what do people usually say?
Arm strength, and he showed the arm strength there.
Yeah, pretty good bullet pass he threw, but he wasn't accurate, was he?
No.
Listen, you like mobility, but accuracy, first and foremost, is what a quarterback needs. He didn't possess it on that play.
They'll run it here. This is Buck Allen. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. A 40-yard punt, given 3 on the return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
All right, it's football 101 to know that the quarterback controls just about everything on offense, but a lot of times what gets missed is that the center controls line play. He has to communicate to the guards and the tackles what type of front they're facing, how they're going to block it, and what adjustments need to be made sometimes on the fly as a defense will shift. Give the center a lot of credit because for the most part, he's got big defensive linemen over his face all game long that he's got to try and block and protect his quarterback and create space for his runner. In this case, he did a really nice job of communicating and executing.
They'll set up to throw. Fighting to stay upright. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. The Bucs on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And a big third down conversion with a gain of 28. And now a first down following that long gain. And to give this time to the tailback. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Here we go.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Bucs on third down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go. Blue line it. Blue line.
Over the middle, complete. That's Robertson. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Going old reliable there to the slot on third down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence because how do you cover? Do you go with the bigger guy to try and use size? You got to try to go with the quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Thomas Rawls, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
A 10-play drive that time. And it's Thomas Rawls who finishes it off with a touchdown run. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This will be taken about the 12. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They go play action here on first down. Throw left side complete. It's Gray. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Come on, let's go.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
The Bengals on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 16.
Here we go.
Looking to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Newman. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big third down play there for the Bengals. 42 yards.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there, for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now a 10th carry here for Lacey. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. And this is Lacey, who remains down on the ground and shaken up. We'll check on his status when we get back. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here.
Let's go. 190. 190.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
The Bengals bring out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Thomas Rawls getting ready to go here on offense. He is knocking on the door for 100 yards in this ball game.
And it's so important. It doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal. Just short of it, a little bit over. A little bit over feels better to everyone. Offensive line, running back, team totals, just something magical about breaking that barrier.
And he's right there on the doorstep now. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. That was close to a big play. Just a little bit too far that he was led. He caught it but couldn't stay in bounds, Charles.
Yeah, I'm not very good at these sort of things, but I have to believe the farther you are downfield, the less your margin for error in throwing the ball, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, so they gave it a good effort there. Really tried.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or two. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
Tighten up, tighten up. Pull together. Here we go.
He'll look to throw. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gets him the 1st down yardage there. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. This one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline, it was used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's legal.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14.
Here we go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. And a great example there of just getting the feet in a tough spot. It seems like every year these guys get better at this.
Well, I think the drills get better, that they work on training camp, off-season work, OTAs, but also a lot of these guys have dance backgrounds, ballet backgrounds, and they take that and carry it over to the football field.
Now the try here for the extra point. And this is up and good. It cuts the lead to 28-10 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. You can really tell right now both sides have amped up the aggressiveness. That time the offense winning the aggression battle.
And the defense was obviously aiming for the football, maybe a little bit more so than the runner himself, and that's why he was able to break through and get the gain that he did.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. They give him a gain of 38. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. On 3rd down. That's Hayes. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
Around the NFL, they're in the 4th now in Green Bay. And the Packers adding to their totals there and their lead. If they indeed win, it would be win number 9 on the season. come the Bengals. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. And to give this time to the tailback. Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Ooh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. This is fielded at the 7. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to be run over. Hit hard as he'll be marked down right there around the 35-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. On play action, they'll throw. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Now, that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking on play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second and third levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. Around the NFL, they're in the 4th now in Green Bay. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Now a play fake here on 1st down. If they indeed win, it would be win number 9 on the season. And he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. A big hit. Knocked down sideways around the 37. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll set up a throw. And his throw here is incomplete. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a 1st. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And after a rough start, as we take a peek at the numbers, he's going in the right direction now.
So often when you see a game start the way we saw this one start for him, you just wonder if he's got a chance to bring it back at all, and that's exactly what he's done. Love seeing that happen simply because you know a guy has struggled, and now he's found a way to make things better. That's pretty good stuff right there.
Throw now on first down. Throwing right, and that's complete. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got it first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it, for them to get downfield that quickly?
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Still second down.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll still have a 3rd and goal now despite picking up 13 yards on that pass play. They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
Here we go.
Back to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. That's a tough one not to hang on to on 3rd and goal, but good job defensively to get there and jar it loose.
Agreed. That was really, really nicely done because there's no pass interference on the play. Timing excellent to get in there and knock it away. A win for the defense, and it brings up 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
That touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
And that will cut this lead down to 13. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
Green 39! Green 39!
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Here we go now!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Let's go! Green!
And to give this time to the tailback. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Buccaneers, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Cincinnati.